This past January was the 20th annual Working Wood in the 18th Century in colonial Williamsburg, and there were many demonstrations and techniques presented, and one in particular was involved this 18th century tool chest and all this marquetry that is in the top face of the lid of the tool chest. Now, Jane Reese has this tool chest top. These are her pictures, and I had that upside down. And there's this small, it's about 6 inches, 6.5 inches in diameter, marquetry of tools and a workbench and the craftsman as well in that marquetry picture. So there was then a close-up picture as well of that center marquetry with the craftsman here holding a stein of beer at the tool chest, or at the tool bench, and these various saws and tools on the wall, and a glue pot hanging from the workbench. So Patrick Edwards actually did a demonstration of recreating this marquetry, and I was intrigued with this picture from Jane Reese, and so I imported that picture into SketchUp, and then with the arc tool and the line tools I traced over the shapes of the various pieces in here. Now I also created a wider line so that I could presumably cut on each side of the line when I cut these pieces, and then have a very good fit of the pieces involved. Well, so I did then print out these full-size things, and then I pasted the printout to various colors of wood. I only used 3 colors here. Here's a piece of redwood veneer that I just cut from a redwood piece, and there's also a piece of mahogany, and I cut the tool bench out of this mahogany. I cut the hand planes, the wooden hand planes that are sitting on the bench, with in the redwood, and then the background was in this whiter wood. I think this is basswood, and so I cut all these pieces about a thick 1/16 of an inch thick. And then on the jigsaw I cut out the little pieces and put them together on a piece of this is butcher paper that I glued using hot hide glue. I glued the pieces together, and then I also then took that assembly and glued it into this block of I recessed this block of mahogany and glued in, using the hot hide glue, glued the whole assembly. Then I'm using this plane that has a straight blade and these shapes in the tool to scrape off this glue and flatten the surface. So the glue is still pretty thick in places on here. This is a toothing plane, and it was demonstrated quite often in the Colonial Williamsburg conference. So it was an important tool certainly in the 18th century, and it is important now for this kind of work. So I will continue working this down with the toothing plane and flatten it to the surface of the mahogany block of wood here. I just did a small piece of the whole decoration. I can't imagine all the work involved in getting all the tiny little pieces. And Patrick Edwards did a great job of showing how that's done. So I appreciate even more now the skill and patience to do this kind of work just on this little piece that I did. So maybe there isn't much difference between the redwood and the mahogany, so that you can't see much of a difference. I didn't dye all the pieces in different colors, which I think is really required to reproduce this beautiful picture.